Hey babies, you want to be a show off, or do you want to be a spectacle? I've got a little meditation, a few happy thoughts about faith without works is dead. So you got to know that if you got faith, you better be able to show people something. So are you a show off, or are you a spectacle? There's a more excellent way. I mean, there's faith and there's hope and there's love, and the greatest of these is love. And it seems to me that the lovey-dovey gushing business usually comes along with a little bit of loss of composure. I'm not sure how much showing off people really want to do when they're loving. They're truly loving when they're gushing. I want to gush, not to give a rip what you think about my composure or my reputation. So I'm reminded of the incidents when Peter and the boys were in the boat and the wind and the waves were whooped up and Jesus appeared walking on the water. Lord, bid me to come to you. He said, come on out here, Peter. And he got out and he stood on the waves for a moment, and then he sunk into the depths. How much of our own history is taking steps out of faith and being there for a moment, got something to show off. I got one moment that I can attest to that, well, I made it for a second, and then the wind and the waves whooped up, and the cares of this life and a little bit of doubt and unbelief and the opinions of others come in, and your thoughts get skewed, and then you sink into the deep and you fall on your face. But for a moment, I got something I can brag about. For a moment, I can be a show-off. Look, I'm standing on the waves. That's faith. You know, you can't knock that. That's faith. But when you really get down to it, the thing that we should really aspire for, you don't give a rip about what you show off. You don't give a rip about what people think about you or how you look. Because the greatest of these is love. And there's another incident in the scripture where the boys were in the boat all over again. And the utmost of unbelief and doubt and despondency was upon them because they witnessed the crucifixion and the death of their master, their lover. But he decided to show up on the shore of that lake while the boys were in the boat. Cook some breakfast. It says, children, it's time for breakfast. Children, babies, hey babies, got some food. The Apostle John piped up, it's the Lord. It's Jesus. It's Jesus. He whipped off his cloak. He cast his composure to the wind, and he jumped headlong into the deep. And he wasn't standing on the water. He was swimming. He didn't have any expectation that the wind and the waves were going to uphold him at that time. He just paddled his way, swam his way frantically to see his love. He was in love. There was no composure there. So Peter may have had a second as a show-off, but John is the example for us of the spectacle of love. When you're in love, when you're gushing, you don't give a rip, and you cast composure to the wind. You just want to stand naked and unashamed before the one you love. And that's what John did. The greatest of these babies is love.